Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to share with you how I make my easy and simple bean stew. Guys, on this channel, we make the yummiest, quickest, and easiest meals you could ever encounter, okay? So with that being said, let's get right into making this beans stew. I'm using 4 cups of black-eyed peas, and the water quantity is about 6 cups. So once I'm done, I'm going to let the beans boil for about 8 minutes. And I also added some baking soda, just half of a teaspoon. So once the beans have boiled for about 8 minutes, or once I see that there's a foam at the top of the beans while it's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and pour out the unwanted water. Then I'm going to add new water. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the stove. So this is totally optional. I just choose to do this because I don't like how the foam looks, and it just ensures me that my beans are extra clean. So what you can do is just rinse off your beans before cooking it and you're good to go. After rinsing off the beans, I added a pinch of baking soda. So the baking soda honestly helps the beans to cook faster, and it softens the beans as well. I used to be against using baking soda for some reason. I don't know why. I just refused to use it. I used to just soak my beans overnight and then I would cook it. But I realized that once I added the baking soda, it cooked faster, and it also made the beans to be soft. So please use a baking soda, okay? And this is my second water that I've added after like 10 minutes of cooking the beans. I needed more water. So yeah, and right now the beans are soft, and it's not that soft, so I added more water to it. I believe that this will be like my last water that I'm adding. And here it is. Like, this took me less than an hour to cook, and it usually takes me more than an hour when I'm cooking beans. So yeah, now my beans is ready and I'm ready to make my stew. So here are my ingredients, the usual. I have my chopped tomatoes or diced tomatoes. I have my salmon, that's fresh salmon that I just baked actually. I have my canned tuna, and I have my onions. I have my tomato paste, and then some peppers. So I started off with frying my onions. So I'm gonna be frying this for about a good 3 minutes. Then I added some, what's it called? Garlic powder. Okay, and I'm just frying that. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my peppers. This is blended peppers. So it's a green pepper with a red pepper. Not like the green sweet pepper, but the green spicy pepper. And then the red pepper, and I just added it together. And now I'm adding my tomato paste. So after about 3 minutes of frying the peppers, I added my tomato paste. I'm just gonna fry this until it's good enough. Moving on, I'm adding my mega sardines. I'm just gonna add a bit of water. Then goes in my tuna. After that, I'm adding my mackerel, and some people call this salmon. I usually call it salmon. So yeah, whichever one you call it. I want to mix everything together. Like I said, this is a very simple and easy stew. So here goes in my spices. I have Maggi, I have all-purpose seasoning, and then some adobo. Yeah, so this is very simple and easy like all my other recipes, but I don't know, like it just turns out very delicious. So please try this, okay guys? So I let that cook for about 5 minutes, and I'm checking in and just stirring, making sure it doesn't burn. Then here comes in my diced tomatoes. If you prefer to use canned tomatoes, that's also doable. You can go ahead and use that. So this is about 5 minutes or 8 minutes of my tomatoes being in the stew, and at this point I'm adding my cooked beans. I prefer my beans to be on the softer side, so everyone is different. If you like your beans to be more harder, you should reduce the cooking time of the beans so it can become, it can turn out to be the preference of your choice. So once I've carefully combined everything together, I'm going to cover the stew and let it cook for about 8 minutes. So at this point, it's been 8 minutes and I'm just checking in to make sure that it's not burning. Okay, so at this point, the stew is like basically done, but I'm just gonna let it cook for a little bit more, maybe for about another 4 minutes. And here we have it. The beans is done. Okay, yeah, so I paired these beans with some cooked yam. I used Jamaican yam. I didn't have Ghanaian yam, so I just used Jamaican yam, which is also delicious. If you haven't tried Jamaican yam, go ahead and try it, okay? So this bean stew took me less than an hour to make, and it turned out very good. Yeah, so most people like to eat this with maybe fried plantain, but I decided to use yam today. It's just a healthier choice, and that's honestly what I had at home. So yeah, all right, so please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to be having more videos coming your way. And don't forget, peace and joy always. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give me a thumbs up, and please share my videos. Thank you so much and have a great day.